Right now we're going to welcome and pop those headphones on here. Welcome to the show, Rutgers women's tennis coach Ben Bucca. Ben, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Is this tennis weather or no?
It's a little chilly.
It's a little bit chilly.
In the sun,
it's tailgating football weather.
I've been known to try and play in this weather, but that's because I'm warm when it's 70 degrees. So when it's like upper 40s and 50s, I'm good. We're good.
No, we like it hot in tennis.
You like it warm. Let's talk about this. First off, before we get to actually the team on the courts, very well they're doing academically. And I know a lot of the progress reports came out, the graduation success rates came out recently across the NCAA. You guys are very good. A perfect score, 100. How about a hand for the Rutgers women's tennis team with that?
That's been our culture. We've had a perfect
it has been,
graduation
hasn't it, right?
Yes, we've had a perfect graduation rate for a number of years now, as well as we've consistently also been an Intercollegiate Tennis Association all-academic team. So for that, you have to have a 3.25 team GPA. And we have accomplished that for many years.
How many girls on the team?
There are typically 8 ladies on the team, and very hardworking, very demanding.
Would be one of the smaller teams then, I guess, of any here at Rutgers, right?
We are. That's a good thing, and it's a double-edged sword. That's a good thing.
How's that work? How so?
So, well, because then we live with one another. So I'm living with 18 to 22-year-olds and traveling. So we see the best of us, and sometimes then we also get to see sometimes the warts in all of our personalities. So you really are in touch with what they're doing, and the opportunity provides to coaches, then you really get to have a day-to-day and meaningful impact on these young ladies.
So who's the leader of this team, Coach, as far as the players that you depend on to not only teach some of the younger players, but also win games for you or win matches for you?
Well, the way my system works as far as coaching is, and I've been fortunate to have it follow through, is that the leaders always come from your seniors. And so if you do this right in college tennis, then by the time they are seniors, they have totally bought into your system. They know exactly what to expect. And not only that, then they want to show the younger players what to do. They take a lot of pride in that. It shows maturity on their part, and ultimately it shows leadership on their part. And that's one of the big things we're trying to do in our program. And so this year we have 2 seniors, Senior Vanessa Petrini from Connecticut, and Senior Steph Balassa locally from East Brunswick, New Jersey.
You also have a very experienced team coming back. You've got, did I read 7 letter winners returning from last year?
We have 8.
8, okay.
8. No, you're right. I'm sorry.
7. Okay.
7 letter winners returning, and last year we were 14-9, and we finished in 7th out of 16 teams in the old Big East. And so we have everyone returning that was playing in the lineup, and we've included that with a very talented freshman. So we're very optimistic as to what the spring season will hold.
When you recruit, what would be the place that you look? Is it New Jersey like in the other sports here for Rutgers, or do you have to go all across the nation to find quality tennis players?
Well, believe it or not, college tennis has evolved where you're recruiting internationally. It's recruiting all over the world.
Wow.
We have not yet had an international player, but we recruit internationally. Almost 60% of the Division I players playing college women's tennis are international players.
Well,
so it's
that tells you what the game is on a professional level right now. Actually,
it mirrors the professional level, and so we're able to. Fortunately, the way tennis is structured, we're able to recruit across the country relatively easily. There's some national tournaments where they set it up very nicely with college fairs, and that coupled with the internet, it makes the national recruiting very easy to accomplish very easily.
Coach, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We're going to get our trivia answer, and then we'll wrap up with you in our final segment of the show. Ben Bucca, Rutgers women's tennis coach, in just a moment. All right, here with Ben Bucca, the Rutgers women's tennis coach. Give us an idea how the team is doing this year.
Well, we just finished our fall schedule.
There is a fall season.
There is a fall season, and it's all individual play, and we really had a great fall season, and we had some nice accomplishments, led by our senior Vanessa Petrini, who's quite an accomplished player, definitely one of the leading players within the Northeast region. And we're looking, to get ready for our spring season. We've had a strong winning culture within Rutgers tennis.
You've had a good run over the last several years.
We have. For the last 5 years, we've had a winning record every year. We've won 65% of our matches, and we've definitely moved up to being one of the leading teams in the Big East. Some would I'll share with you, Mike, because we go back.
What do you attribute this to?
Well, some will attribute it to good recruiting, hard work amongst the coaches and the players. But it just so happened that 5 years ago, I also started to call in to the Jack Ellery show. And I think if you
were going to get that in there somewhere.
I thought yes, and I think if you asked Jack Ellery, he would attribute it to just the power of his program as to the cause for our success.
And now in his retirement, I'm sure he's listening this morning. No, probably not, and enjoying your comments. So, Ben, thanks so much for being on the show. Best of luck to you and the ladies this year. Ben Bucca, everybody, the Rutgers women's tennis coach.
Thank you.
How about a hand for him? Nice job, Fooch.